Welcome back to the Johnson City Living Podcast, where we learn about the people, places, events, and flavors that make Johnson City and Unicoi a lovely place to live. I'm your host, Colin Johnson with the Colin and Carly Group and Keller Williams Realty. Today, we are joined by my new friend, Miss Kim Francis from Lighthouse Baptist Church in Unicoi. And their church is preparing for a special community outreach event that's going to be happening on July 31st. And we're going to get deep into that and talk about their church and all the awesome things that they have going on down in Unicoi. And so thanks for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, we're looking forward to joining you guys today and talking about our stuff.
Yeah. Well, you told me you're a pro at the podcasting. So she's not saying that she's a pro. This is her first one. So, but tell us a little bit about, one, what do you love most about Johnson City? And then we'll hit, what do you love most about Unicoi?
What I love most about Johnson City is there's so much to do.
Mm-hmm.
My husband and I lived in Chicago. Then we lived in rural South Georgia. And so I feel like Johnson City is the perfect in-between place to settle and raise kids.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's move down the road a little bit to
Mhm.
Unicoi. What's the best thing about Unicoi?
What's the best thing? It's beautiful.
It really is.
It's gorgeous mountain views.
Mm-hmm. And the way the Nolichucky comes through there.
Yes.
It's just gorgeous.
Yeah,
At
it's
the foothills
gorgeous
of
down
the Appalachian. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. I get it. Okay. So how long have you guys lived here?
We've lived here for 3.5 years. My
Okay.
husband is from Johnson City,
Okay.
but we just moved back 3.5 years ago.
Oh,
So
nice.
my first time here.
What took you away from Johnson City?
Marriage.
Okay.
We met, got married. I did not live here. And then we moved to Chicago for my husband to attend Moody Bible Institute
Oh, nice.
because he was headed into full-time ministry.
Okay.
And then from there to South Georgia for him to join a church and come on staff as their youth pastor, student pastor. And then from there here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is he the lead pastor, or what's his role at
No, at Lighthouse Baptist in Unicoi, my husband's only on staff as the associate pastor in a very part-time capacity.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I was listening to a podcast the other day about bivocational pastors, and
Mm-hmm.
he was saying it keeps them like not from going down the road of just getting greedy. You know, like you see
Mhm.
some of these mega churches with these lead guys that just
Yeah.
maybe, you know, the spreading the gospel is not their main mission anymore.
Mm-hmm.
How did you guys become? So I guess I'm saying, yeah, you probably got a job there, and that's how you became involved with it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, did you grow up Baptist?
I did.
Yeah. Where did you grow up?
I grew up Southern Baptist,
Okay.
which is a hot topic right now. So I don't know if it's safe to put that out there. I grew up in Florida,
Okay.
and my dad surrendered to full-time ministry when I was in high school.
Oh,
So
wow.
then I went from being a cop's daughter to a pastor's kid, and now pastor's wife.
Ah.
So it's been a
You
journey.
kind of like can't get away from the past.
Cannot get away from it. No.
Well, that's probably a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Tell me, what's your husband's name?
James Francis.
James Francis. Hey,
Mhm.
James, I hope you're having a great day. Okay. So how long has Lighthouse Baptist Church been around?
I would say a long time,
Mm-hmm.
but since I've only been a member for like 3.5 years,
Mm-hmm.
that is all the history I can bring to the table
I
today.
love it. And tell us about where it's located, and yes, if listeners want to come visit.
Yeah. So we are located on Zane Whitson Drive. If you go to Unicoi where Walmart is, we are the white church that is directly behind Walmart. Cannot
Easy
miss
to
us.
find. Yeah, and
Yes.
it's right off the interstate. You can see
Mhm.
it from the road probably.
Yep.
So that's good. And then how long have you guys been serving the community there? Do you know?
Well, my husband and I have been there for about 3.5 years.
And then the church, quite a while.
It's been there for a while.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What are some of the programs you guys are excited about at the church?
So right now we're a small church. It feels like a family.
How many folks go typically?
I would say on a decent Sunday, we're averaging about 60 people.
Okay.
We're seeing growth.
Yeah.
But, and you know, my husband and I, we've been part of mega churches. We've been part of the church. It's kind of that in between that runs about 150. This church we love because it feels like a family.
Right.
It really does
Yeah.
feel like when things happen, everybody's there.
Yeah.
And you don't feel like you're getting the criticism and the condemnation, but it's literally like we're all just here to love each other and support each other. So we love it.
Yeah. Carly and I, help get a church going called Redstone here in town. Now we've got
Okay.
like 170 adults every week, probably, and
Yeah.
about 120 kids. So it's growing.
Yeah.
But it was the same early on. Like we were just, 10, 15 families, I think. So there were, 40 or 40 of us maybe.
Yeah.
And we're just one big family. And we
Yeah.
still kind of are, but we're getting new people coming in. And
Right.
so it's fun to watch it grow and see what the Lord's doing with it. Yeah. How does Lighthouse seek to impact families beyond just a Sunday morning, you think?
I think our heart is there's just a lot of needs in our culture today from um, marriage, parenting, abuse. There's just so many things that the family's facing now.
Mm-hmm.
And our pastor's heart is really just to meet people where they're at outside of the church walls. My dad has a great vision to start a women's shelter. So we're hoping to bring that to fruition down the road. I know when Hurricane Helene hit a couple years ago, our church, the Lord really kind of put an amazing opportunity in our lap to be there, to distribute supplies, to love on people, to deliver supplies up into the parts of North Carolina and the mountains that it was hard to get to. And so that's really just our heart, is just to love on people
Mm-hmm.
and meet their needs. And if we can serve you and help you in any way, like, we want to do that.
Which is, I think, what church is all about, right?
Mhm.
I mean, and I think the government's getting more and more involved in trying to take that role.
Freedom away, yeah.
Yeah, I think if we went back to just the churches serving everybody, and it'd be a
Yeah.
lot better probably. But yeah, so tell us about this event coming up. What do you got planned?
All right. So this will be our second summer we have done this community-wide back to school bash. And the vision and the heart behind it is to just help families. I think the cost and the burden, especially for families that have multiple children, to try and send these kids back to school with all that's required and, all that goes into that. It was just a way for us to say, hey, I think this is a way we can step out, serve families, help them, help relieve some of that burden, and just give them one more night of fun before summer ends.
Yeah.
We get the blow ups. Last year we got a band. This year we're getting a DJ, a Christian DJ. And we hand out free barbecue. We have Kona Ice. We have a bunch of vendors that come out. So there's a lot going on out there. And then, of course, at the end of the night, we give out a bunch of gift cards for kids to go get, clothes, shoes, sporting supplies if you're playing a sport. And then we hand out the school supplies. So
that's cool.
It was a lot of fun last year. And we partner with other churches in the county.
Okay.
So we're not just doing this on our own. We've got, I think, about 4 or 5 other churches that are coming alongside of us this year.
How many families are you expecting to come?
I don't know how many families. Last year we had close to 400 people show up. Our goal this year is 500.
Okay.
So we'll see what the Lord does.
I love it. Let's talk about, and you're giving out free backpacks, right? Who qualifies for those?
Anybody and everybody. If you're going to school, you get a bag of free school supplies.
Nice.
Yep.
Mitch, we're in, baby. We're in the school of podcasting. Talk about this free barbecue. Do you guys cook it? Do you smoke it yourselves? Like, where does it come from?
So our kitchen crew is, they're amazing. Our Kathy and Dwayne Mackey run our kitchen crew, and they do it. They do the barbecue.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
I think churches just coming together and cooking and loving on people.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so good. And potlucks,
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. All right. So, talk about like these door prizes. What's going to be available there?
Last year we did a bunch of just gift cards. Gift cards to Old Navy, Walmart, Target, all the places you can go and get clothes, shoes.
Get suited up for school.
Mm-hmm.
It costs a lot these days for just anything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially like you said, sporting goods stuff. That is astronomical.
Yeah. And this year we're hoping to do giveaways for teachers. So if we can, we have a vision of being able to redo a classroom for a teacher, do like a classroom makeover.
Yeah.
So that's on the plans. We're trying to see if we can pull that off this year. But fundraising is still underway. So we're hoping to get there.
Let's talk about that a little bit. How How could somebody reach out and help you on the fundraising side of
Yeah. So they can reach out to me via cell phone.
it?
Can I
Sure.
put my cell phone number out
Yeah,
there?
not a problem. Yeah, do it.
So people can text me at 912-253-2858. They can also Venmo. Our church has a Venmo account, so you
Okay,
can
cool.
Venmo our church.
Yep.
And then if you go to our Facebook page, LHBC Unicoi, the event is already created on there. So
I like it.
yeah,
It's going to be fun. What time does it start?
4 o'clock, 4 to 8 p.m.,
4 to
July
8
31st.
or until the sun goes down?
Mm-hmm.
And what would you say to somebody who's like, that sounds cool, but I don't go to church. I don't know about whether I should go to that or not.
I would say come
Yeah.
because we're going to hand you a free pulled pork sandwich
Mm.
and you're going to get free unlimited Kona ice. And we're going to hand every one of your kids free school supplies. And there's going to be fun music and all the blow ups. So even if you're not interested in church, come.
Yeah. I love
Even
it.
though we know Jesus is the answer, we still want you to come and just let us love on you.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's awesome. I think it's awesome that your heart wants to serve the community and do that. Where'd this idea come from?
So I direct VBS at our church. So 2 years ago, my co-director and I, we were sitting kind of planning out VBS. And, a lot of VBSs, they'll do a kickoff. And I said, hey, what if instead of a kickoff, we just did a back to school bash
I
at the
like
end
it.
of the
Yeah.
summer? And that vision slowly just kept growing. It was like, okay, let's make it a community-wide event. And then we can do this and we can do that. And so that's literally how it was birthed.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And then this is your what year?
Second year.
Okay. How many? You just going to keep it rolling? You think? And it's going
So
to just
that's
keep
the vision.
bigger and bigger till you take over the Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the vision is long term, just this is what we do every year. And so the county just knows, hey, they have a back to school bash every year and you can go out there and get what you need for your kids
I love it.
and a free barbecue sandwich.
Okay. This is one day out of the year. What
Mhm.
other things do you guys do to reach out to help the community and Unicoi throughout the year?
Yeah. Well, like I said, my husband or my dad, he has a vision to start a women's shelter. So there's talk of that. There's been
Okay.
plans of that.
Is he the
And
head pastor?
he is the senior pastor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a big family affair over there.
It's a big family affair.
I like it. That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
And we rose up to the challenge when Hurricane Helene hit. And of
Mhm.
course, we had the Vacation Bible School. We do women's Bible studies, and I think that's really it for now.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
guys offer like traditional Sunday school for kids or?
We do. Okay, so we offer Sunday school, and then on Wednesday nights in the fall, starting in August, we do Awanas.
Oh yeah.
We serve dinner, do Awanas. There's adult Bible study. And we are starting a youth ministry.
Oh, cool.
So that's my husband's role.
Okay.
And so what we've been doing this summer is on Sunday nights, we meet out at Fishery Park out there
Mhm.
and we do pickleball, time of devotion, pizza, because what teenager doesn't want pizza,
I mean,
right?
come on, something's wrong with them if they don't.
So we do that on Sunday nights at Fishery Park from 5 to 8 p.m.
Well, that's cool.
And then in the fall, we'll start youth Bible study
Yeah.
on Sunday nights in the fellowship hall.
I love it. I love it.
So we have a place for everybody.
Speaking of that, it takes a lot of volunteers to run all that. Do you need volunteers to help with this back to school bash? Or you
I'm
got it all?
not going to turn away any volunteers.
Yeah.
If you want to help, your church wants to partner with us, there is a space for you because it really does take a village plus a village to pull this event off. Yeah.
It sounds like a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had so much fun last year. Like one of my favorite things that we did last year was a couple days before the event, we had just women from all the different churches show up and we did big assembly lines in the fellowship hall to fill the bags with the school supplies. And it's like just fun being able to do life and meet your fellow servants
neighbor.
in
Yeah.
the Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What role do you feel like Lighthouse fills within the community? I think, or how important do you feel like churches and church life is to a small community like Unicoi or any community really?
I think it's crucial for churches, small or large, to step up and be the hands and feet in their community, because I think our world needs people to just love on them.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's so much anger and hate and just junk going on that I feel like churches need to just be that light and say, like, we have hope. We can offer you hope.
Right.
We can offer you love and service, and like, we're here.
Yeah, and I
And
think
not to judge you,
yeah,
right? But
right.
just to be what you need.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of hurt people out there, and I always tell myself that, hurt people hurt people. So
Mm-hmm.
if this person's angry, it's not because of me most of the time. It's
Yeah.
something that's happened to them in the past, and how do we love them and, teach them about forgiving and, how do we just walk alongside of them,
Mm-hmm.
and then one day they're going to, hopefully change their heart and
Mm-hmm.
want to keep serving. And just that whole discipleship model that Jesus started, right? It works
Yeah.
out great. It's just a huge progression. And if we all had a couple people that we were leading to Jesus, the whole world would be
Yeah.
covered up pretty quick,
Yeah.
right? And
Pretty quick. Yeah.
yeah. And then maybe he would come back. Maybe
Yeah.
that's
That's right. I know.
Yeah.
We're like, how bad can it get? Can it get any worse?
Yeah. Yeah. I think, and especially in like today's times too, I love that you're, leading your, a bunch of kids to Jesus at your church and starting a
Mm-hmm.
kids ministry. I think is huge. And I think you told me before we got going that you homeschool, and I'm assuming that's so that you can really pour into them on the faith side of things.
Yeah. The freedom to, build that foundation, have control over what they're being exposed to, and just making sure, like I say often, well, not often, but I joke that if my kids leave my house and they can write well, read well, communicate well, and they love Jesus with their whole heart, I've done my job.
Right. Yeah, agreed. Talk to the people out there who are thinking maybe, I was thinking about homeschooling this coming year and I'm a little afraid about it. What would you say to that person?
I would say you're normal.
Mm-hmm.
I would say step out and do it.
Is it hard? Super hard?
It is. So it's one of the hardest things I've ever done.
Okay.
I've been doing it for 6 years, but the Lord brought me so far in the journey. I've learned so much, especially from moms who have gone before me. And so I think that with the Lord, you can do it. I definitely think,
This is your students that make it so hard. Just kidding, kids.
when I've had to explain something 20 times and you're like, all right, let's move on.
My challenge would be like, I would have to go to homeschool myself to school, because I don't I feel like I've forgotten everything. So it'd be like, okay, we're going to learn this together.
Listen, I relearn a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, there are moments I'm like, hang on just a minute.
Mhm.
What is
Yeah. Hey, chat.
What's an adverb again? Yep.
Gotcha.
And it takes a lot of patience. Can I just say that? Like, I hear a lot of moms
100%.
that are like, well, I could never do it because I don't have patience. And I'm like, God doesn't call. I don't believe that God says, okay, well, I'm only going to pick out the patient women. I
Right.
think it can be a great ground to learn that fruit of the Spirit.
Mhm.
So I'm
And
like,
are you part of a co-op too?
not right now, no.
Okay. Well, we've got a lot of homeschool friends, and I think they gain a lot of joy and, by being a part of a co-op because it shares the burden a little bit, like one of them teaches English, one teaches history, one's got math or whatever. And then on the other side of it, the kids get together and it's, they get to interact with others and social skills and learn how to share and learn that, hey, I'm not the only person on the planet, right?
That's right.
And so I think it's great. I think homeschooling's a very necessary way to go about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think a lot of people come out doing really well. Okay. Before we go to the speed round, is there anything else that you want to talk about about the event?
No, just that we want you to come July 31st, 4 to 8. The entire event is completely free.
Mm-hmm.
So show up and just have fun.
There you go.
And get your free stuff, because who does not love free stuff?
I mean, you got especially the little guys getting free yeah, right? The little free backpacks and a barbecue sandwich. I mean, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you want to volunteer, you can reach out. We'll have your number in the show notes and
Yeah, reach out to me because I
text.
promise there's a place we can put you.
And if you've got extra cash or stuff sitting around that you
Mhm.
need to just donate to a wonderful cause, I'm sure this would
Yes.
be a good one. Okay.
All right.
Where do you live? Is it Johnson City or Unicoi?
I live in Johnson City. I
Okay.
technically have a Piney Flats address, but we're right on the line.
Ah, okay. I
Mhm.
won't tell. Your Unicoi family. All right. Favorite local restaurant then?
Cafe Lola.
Oh, yeah, that's a great one. What's your favorite thing on the menu there? What do you like?
I got the steak
Mm-hmm.
with the mushroom on top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Their spinach dip is also really good.
I like their little bacon wrapped dates. Those things
Oh
are
my
delicious.
word. And my
Yeah.
husband got their salmon
Mm-hmm.
and it was, I got a bite of that and that was pretty amazing.
Yeah. Carly likes that one.
Mhm.
That's good. All right. What's your favorite thing to do in Unicoi County? Besides go to church, obviously. I'm going to take that one off the table for you.
Probably find a waterfall.
Oh, there you go.
Matter of fact, I'm like, that's what we're going to be committed to this summer. We're going to just go find a bunch of waterfalls.
There you go. You can make
Right?
like
The
a little
hidden
map
gems.
and put the pins in
Yeah.
like we saw them or something like that. Favorite Bible verse?
Favorite Bible verse.
Put you on the spot on that one.
Oh my goodness. Right now I'm going through the book of Judges. I don't know that I have a favorite Bible verse.
Yeah, that one's tough.
Probably need the ones where it's like be slow to anger and
Mhm.
slow to speak and quick
Mhm.
to listen.
That is a great one.
I get that reversed a lot.
Especially as a homeschool mom. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go slow. Let's just listen.
Slow down.
Favorite family tradition you guys have as the Francis family?
One thing that our family loves to do is just game night. Friday night, make a fun meal, curl up at the table, and just play games.
Aw.
We're in that season with our kids where it's like, let's just stay home and play a game.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fun. We started to play more cards, and it's been a lot of fun.
We love cards.
Yeah.
Hand and foot.
Oh,
You
yeah.
ever played hand and
It's
foot?
been a while, but yes. My mother introduced us to this English card game called Spite and Malice, and it's you use 3 decks, and it takes a little while. It's good,
Mhm.
and then there's another one called Shanghai that we've been playing a lot of.
Ooh.
It's like 10 different hands, and Carly's stepmom taught us this one, and it's just so much fun. So
We love cards.
yeah, they're fun.
Settlers of Catan.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
We love that game.
Okay. One word that describes Lighthouse Baptist Church.
Family.
Good
Hands
one.
down, family.
I love it. And then one thing, I'm going to go back to what you love most about Northeast Tennessee. We'll do the whole region. What do you love most about our area?
I think it's just beautiful. And there's so much to do here.
Yeah.
So you literally can get in your car and say, let's just go explore and see where we end up.
Yeah. It's just a beautiful, beautiful spot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the people make it even more beautiful because I think a lot of us are faith-based, in our hearts and love Jesus. And so we love each other and love strangers and want to take care of them. And, and I feel like people feel that as soon as they get here.
Yeah.
And so I think there are a lot of people being called here
Yeah.
to come and join a church and to learn about Jesus and learn about community and how we love and take care of each other. And it's just going to get bigger and bigger. I think the snowball's just rolling.
Well, I think I've heard that. This is one of the fastest growing areas in the country right now.
It is. Yeah. We were number one for a while during COVID time. And so after that, it really hasn't slowed down much, but it has slowed down a little bit. But
Yeah.
Knoxville was named number one for 2026 as the number one place in the country to move, which is crazy. So it's just down the road. We get a lot of flow through there. Let's talk to somebody let's say that, I don't know how you came to know Jesus, but somebody's out there going, I hear a lot about this Jesus guy and church and all that. What would you tell somebody about, about the faith overall and how to explore that well?
Faith overall. My testimony, I grew up in a solid biblical Christian family. And so we were always in church, right? Like dad's the deacon, mom's on directing VBS. And I feel like my sister and I literally grew up at church and then went to Christian college, married a godly man. Like, it's all I've known. And so from where I sit now, I don't know how people get through life without Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he
Mm-hmm.
really is good. He's just
Mm-hmm.
good, regardless of what people, how they perceive Christianity. And he's good. And so, like, I would say we're not perfect. And I have to tell my kids this, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
this is why I need Jesus, because I messed up and I'm a sinner, but he's good and he's faithful. And so I would say to the person who's like, I don't know anything about this, and I would say just give him a chance. Give him a chance
Yeah, I think.
because he will not fail you.
Well, and you're interacting with a creator who made you, right? And
Mhm.
so like this person loves you beyond any fathom you could ever come up with,
Yeah.
right? And just like it's just so cool.
Yeah.
And how when you just start trusting him and letting go of all the pain in your
Mhm.
past, or he's the reason for all the joy in your life too, and you just continue to just build that relationship. It
Mhm.
just gets better and better. And yeah, I'm with you. I think everybody really would benefit from.
Well, and like yesterday, I was reading in Psalm 90, and it says, "From everlasting to everlasting, you are God." And so he's always been God, and he's always going to be God. And like you said, it doesn't matter what you've been through or how deep the pain and the hurt is. Like, he's a God who can restore and redeem
Hmm.
every part of that.
Every part of it. He make you a brand new creation,
Mhm.
and it's just so beautiful. Um, our pastor this weekend, he was talking about how it was Father's Day, and so he was like, I think we try and give God stuff,
Mhm.
or offer things, but he's like, it would be like your dad getting a present from like, one of your kids for Father's Day, and you
Yeah.
open it up and it's a watch, and he's like, oh, and then he looks at it and he's like, oh, well, this is my watch.
Mhm.
And then he opens the next one, it's a tie. And he's like, oh, well, that's my tie,
Mhm.
and then like the third one's something else that they, a knife or a
Yeah.
socks or
Yeah.
something. He has created it all, right? And
Mhm.
so like there's nothing we can do because he doesn't need anything,
Mhm.
which is pretty cool. And then the last point he made was a needy God cannot be a gracious God. The gospel depends on a God who does not depend on you. And I was like, yeah, I mean, like, I think a lot of people think, well, I have to do a certain thing,
Mhm.
or, works based theology, and it's just so opposite to that.
Yeah.
Like, it's more of like you're just receiving, and,
Mhm.
and yeah, you want to offer things like prayers, but that's basically the only thing we can do.
Yeah.
But, it's like calling your dad.
Yeah.
He wants you to talk to him, and he wants you to tell him about your day and
Yeah.
all that, and so the Lord just wants the same thing. And it's just,
Yeah.
and it's infinitely deep, and you can keep
Mhm.
going and going and going and
Mhm.
going. And there's so many questions I'm going to have one day when I get to see him in
Oh,
heaven,
yeah.
which is great. And then the peace about that, right? I mean, I think there's so much unrest in the world because they don't know what they're going to do or what
Mhm.
happens after we die. And, it's kind of
Yeah.
scary, right? And
Yeah.
so just having um, an unshakable faith, knowing that
Mhm.
he's going to take care of us, no matter what that looks like,
Mhm.
um,
And I think that's why the
brings
word's
peace.
so important, you know? It's
Mm-hmm.
like John 15 says, like, abide in me, because apart from me, you can do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to be reminded of that constantly, because
Mm-hmm.
it's easy to get into this place of like doing it on my own,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, I got it. And even though I don't consciously walk through life thinking that,
Right.
I find myself getting caught up in the busyness of life. And it's like, no, I need to stop and abide, because apart from him, I can't do this.
Right.
I can't produce the fruit of the spirit to be patient to my
Right.
child when we're trying to get through math. Like,
Mhm.
I can't do it.
Right.
And I have to constantly remind myself, like, I've got to be fully dependent on him. And that's hard, especially for my personality, because I don't like to ask for things. I'll
You're a get
starve
her
before
done
I
kinda
tell you
lady.
I need yes, before I need a meal.
Yeah. Or a sip of water or whatever.
Right.
You're like, I got this. I'm tough. I can
Hmm.
do it." And at the end of the day, we
We
really
can't.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
controlling our breath and our heartbeat right now, right?
Hmm.
And we don't have a clue. Like, we can't control that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can try and modify it some, but it's not up to us to keep it beating, which is
Mm.
just pretty cool. Um, what's something we didn't talk about that you'd like to before we close out?
I think we covered it all.
Okay.
I just want the world to know that, like, Jesus is good and he's
Mm.
faithful. And you know what? Like, we're all sinners. the church is full of hypocrites and it's full of sinners because we need Jesus.
Yeah, I think, a lot of people are like, oh, why would I go to church? Those people are perfect or whatever. Or they look perfect or,
Right.
or they think they are. And I think if that's the image the church is putting out, then that's not the right one. I think
Mhm.
it's where, the most screwed up people should be going to church. And that's why I go, because I'm the
Yeah.
most screwed up, like
Yeah.
I need as much help as the next guy or probably more. And so I think, yeah, that persona or that if we're putting off that, that's not, what we're trying to project. We want everybody to come
Yeah.
and just know him. And that's why, I love our area too, because we've got, I don't
Mhm.
know, like 900 churches in the Tri-Cities or something
Yeah.
amazing. And so you can almost throw a rock and hit one.
Right.
So just go check it out one day. And if it's not the right one for you, check out another one. There are a
Mhm.
bunch of them.
And we're not perfect. Like, I think if we could let our hair down more and be more raw,
Mm-hmm.
right? To say, this is what I'm struggling with, or this is
Mm,
what I'm going through,
yeah.
or this is what the Lord's doing in my life. This is
Yeah.
what he's teaching me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, those are the women I want at my table,
Right.
not the ones that are like, I've got it all together, right? Because I don't have it all together. And
Yeah.
so I feel like I'm encouraged when I can sit across the table from another mom or another friend who's like, here's where I'm struggling. This is what the Lord's doing in my life. And then you're like, oh, well, it's not just me. Like, I'm not alone because I'm battling the same thing. It might look different, right? And I think that's one of the biggest things Satan wants to do. He wants us to feel isolated and feel like, hey, you're the only one battling this. But when you start talking to other women, it's like, not really.
Right.
We're really all kind of walking the same road
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, he comes to kill, steal, and destroy, and
mhm.
he wants to get you, like you said, isolated. I think COVID was a big deal there and did a lot of damage to a lot of folks by breaking
Mhm.
up community and just isolating people. And I was talking to somebody the other day, and I'm like, "Where do you go to church?" And they're like, "Well, we're still online." Like we got in the
Yes.
habit of going online during COVID, and we just still do it. I'm like, "Okay, well, I think you're missing out on
Yeah.
community." I think go to the service and see other people and
Mhm.
get hugs and
Yeah.
touches and worship, in a community setting. It's
Yeah.
special.
It is special. I think it's crucial too.
I agree. I agree. You mind if we pray before we turn this thing off? Would
Absolutely.
that be good for all the
Yes.
people out there? Father, thank you for bringing Kim on the podcast. I pray, Lord, that if somebody's listening right now who doesn't know who you are or is maybe contemplating going to church and just checking out who you are and learning more about you, I pray that they would do that. I pray that they would just reach out to somebody in our community because you don't have to go to church. You just need to be discipled by someone to lead them, have them lead them to you. And so I pray for this event, Lord, that lots of folks who don't know who you are will be there and they'll see the light and life and joy and just peace that you offer in all the faces of the volunteers at Lighthouse Baptist. And I pray that you'll make it a magnet, make it a shining light in Unicoi County to grow and develop. We pray for this kids ministry to just flourish and grow and for you just to call lots and lots of kids there to come and know who you are and to just fellowship and build community together. And as we get stronger as bodies of believers, we can work just miraculous things with your Holy Spirit leading and guiding and directing us, Lord. And so I pray that you'll just bless this event and just allow it to flourish and grow. And I thank you for Kim and her role there and her husband and the whole family. We pray over them that you'll banish anything evil from working against them, and you'll just allow it to just, just to be a light in the darkness, and for it to be a light amongst the beautiful mountains of Unicoi County, Lord. And so we just lift up Lighthouse, and we ask this in your holy name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Thanks for donating. Your as a pastor's wife, I know you're donating a ton of time and energy and resources and efforts. And so, that's a lot. And so, thank you for, reaching out and just helping all these little guys get back to school with lots of stuff. And, it sounds like a great time. So I wish you the best with it. And I hope it just explodes.
Thank you for having us. Thank you
Oh,
for giving us
yeah.
the space.
And if you want to reach out to Kim, again, her cell phone number is 912-253-2858.
Mhm.
And you can email her too at, I think this is probably the church email, lbcunicoy at gmail.com. So Lighthouse Baptist Church Unicoi. I'm sure you're on the Googles and the Facebooks and all that stuff. So hopefully, if you're interested, you can connect with them there. Thanks so much for listening. Share it with somebody. Go out, check out this event, get a free backpack and a free barbecue sandwich.
That's right.
Thanks so much and have a great day.